Hi, before welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is where we cover practical monitoring and evaluation and project management and planning. In case you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe. If you like my videos, share them to others so also they can learn more about the practical M&E they can use in their day-to-day job. Yeah, thank you very much for all my subscribers who have subscribed already. I'm so grateful and so thankful. So kindly share, subscribe, and let's learn together. Comment below in the comment section below. Yeah, it helps my channel grow. Thank you. So today we're looking at the concepts of result-based management. What is result-based management? Result-based management is an approach that focuses on achieving results as a central goal of the project and project management process. Yeah, it emphasizes planning, monitoring, performance-based monitoring and evaluation, performance based on the desired outcomes and impacts. Yeah, so result-based management is majorly looking at measuring performance against the desired outcomes and impact. It focuses mostly on what? On outcomes or impacts. That is major focus on the result-based management. It's an approach used in monitoring and evaluation, and also an approach used in project planning and management. Yeah, as I said, it emphasizes monitoring and evaluating performance based on the desired outcomes or impacts. Yeah, so there are three key components of the result-based there are key components of result-based management. One, we have result-based planning, result-based monitoring, result-based evaluation. That is 3. Result-based 4, we have result-based budgeting, and 5, we have result-based reporting and accountability. So we are going to look in detail what each components entails in result-based management, what each of these components entails. What each of these components entails in the result-based management. Yeah, so under result-based planning, you set clear and measurable objectives aligned with the organization goals. Yeah, that is number 1. And 2, you have to define your indicators to measure progress towards the desired results. And 3, you develop action plans with activities, responsibilities, timeline, and resource planning. Yeah, so that's result-based planning. You just have to make set clear, measurable objectives or goals aligned with the organization. These objectives have to be very smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and attainable, but they have to be in line with the organizational goals, the objectives you set for a project. And 2, you define the indicators of the objectives of which you measure progress towards the desired result. Yeah. Then 4, you develop action plans. Here, after you setting your objectives, developing the indicators, defining the indicators of which you measure progress towards, then develop the action plans that you do to achieve the set objectives by defining the activities which are going to be done, who will be responsible for each activity, what are the timelines, and what resources will you need to achieve either the activities which shoot into the objectives. Then you have result-based monitoring. Under result-based monitoring, you've already done your planning, you've implemented your project. So under result-based monitoring, you collect and analyze your data to track progress towards the desired result. Yeah, you monitor performance against the indicators to assess the effectiveness of the indicators or the activities. If you need to redo some activities in order to achieve the objective. As I said, this is focusing mostly on the outcome, objective, or impact. Yeah, then you use the monitoring data to inform decision making and improve performance. So that's under result-based monitoring. So we're looking at the result-based evaluation. Under the result-based evaluation, you conduct evaluation to assess the effectiveness and efficiency and impact of the program. As I said, this approach looks mostly at the impact of the program. So when you're conducting your results-based evaluation, you have to make sure they're assessing the effectiveness, efficiency, and impact of the program. I have a video on the OECD tutorial where I talked about the efficiency and effectiveness of programs while assessing impacts. Kindly look at it in the link below, which I'm going to put in my description box. Go and look at it and understand more how to measure efficiency and effectiveness and impact of the program. Then under result-based evaluation, you have to evaluate the extent to which the desired results have been achieved. So let's say your desired result was to reduce dropout rate in primary school from maybe 60% to 30%, reducing the dropout rate. So you're assessing the extent to which you've achieved your desired result. Is, let's say maybe you achieved your desired result to like you've reduced the dropout rate to like 40%. So there you're almost or within the range you're anticipating to hit. So there you've done very well. Also, you use the evaluation findings, of course. As I said, monitoring findings, also use them to inform program design and decision making. So if you've ascertained that maybe we've hit our target by 10%, maybe we fell on by 10%, what can we do more to hit the target we set to, the impact we set to, and see maybe if the dropout rates have reduced, we see more completion rates by primary 7. So that's it in the result-based monitor evaluation. It focuses more on the impact of the program. If the dropouts have reduced, do I see more enrollments and more students finishing their primary education or secondary education? Then while we have result-based budgeting, here you allocate resources based on the expected results and outcomes. Then you link budgetary allocations to the performance indicators. If the performance indicators you set out to maybe we'll have to see that reviewing the sheets from the surveys or from the reports, we'll see that there is a reduced dropout or going to schools. Then you attach a budget on that if you're going to do surveys. Then you also prioritize investments that deliver the greatest impact. So if you're assessing your impact and you're trying to budget for activities that will help you attain your impact, you may want to look at activities, prioritize activities that will give you the desired greatest impact. So those are then you are likely to have to give the bigger budget. Also, I said you have to link your budgetary allocating resources based on expected results. If you're planning your budgeting, you have to know that these are the outcomes you expect. These are the activities that will shoot into the outputs and the outcomes. These are resources that we'll need. So I will allocate based on the result I want to attain. If one result is higher than the other, you prioritize the one that gives you the greatest impact. As I say, this is focusing more on the impact of the program. Then you have result-based reporting and accountability. After you've done your monitoring and evaluation, then you communicate your results to stakeholders through regular reporting. You're accounting to your stakeholders. And individual organizations that are accountable to achieving your results, you also have to include them in your reporting and accountability. If there are some individuals or organizations that supported you in attaining your impact, include them in. Also, then you promote the culture of learning and continuous improvement, which is more of a community practice. If you establish any best practices, then you can share or learn from them, or share to the organizational projects that can learn from them. and also embrace those best practices for better improvement of programs or projects. Yeah, so those are the key components of the result-based management or monitoring approach. Why do we do results? Why the result-based management or monitoring? It increases its focus on more of outcomes rather than outputs. There is improved accountability and transparency. There is enhanced decision making based on data and evidence, because you're doing monitoring, evaluating, so you're doing your decision making based on data and evidence. Yeah. Then it facilitates learning and adaptation. When you monitor, evaluate based on your results or impact attained, you can attain some learning or best practices that you can carry on to the other projects or to improve your projects. It's a new concept that has been adapted so much by the known world. Different agencies, different departments, governments have adapted this. It's result-based management and monitoring. Yeah, some also call it performance improvement. Yeah, so some of the challenges in result-based management is identifying and measuring appropriate indicators, ensuring data quality and reliability when you're analyzing your data or collecting data, balancing short-term results with long-term impacts. Sometimes you may mistake short-term impacts with long-term impacts, short-term results with long-term impacts. Yeah, impact is more long-term, something that is sustainable for years and years. Short-term are just attainable goals in like 3 years, 5 years. Yeah. Then capacity building for implementation of the result-based management may be a challenge. Some organizations may not have the capacity, so you may need to do capacity building. Yeah. Key principles to note when you're doing when you're using the result-based management approach or monitoring approach. One, you have to be result-oriented, focus more on outcomes and impacts. Yeah, it's a result-oriented, as said. Yeah, you have to be participatory, involve stakeholders in planning and monitoring. Evidence-based, use data and evidence to inform your decision-making. And 4, adaptive, continuously learning, adjusting, and improving. You have to be adaptive, continuously learn, adjust, and improve. So that's it on the result-based management approach. This drives organization towards achieving the results and also enhances performance and a culture of accountability, making decision making based on data and evidence. So that has been it on the result-based management approach, monitoring and evaluation. Thank you very much. Like, share, and subscribe. Continue watching. Thank you again.